Hello, are you here to debate?
Yeah. Hi, I'm a fan, but I'm going to debate you on one.
Well, do you agree with one?
No, I disagree.
You're a fan of mine, but you disagree with number one.
Yeah, so earlier a guest was... Okay, people in the chat told me to call in. So there's some people who use self-ID, and they're not like real trans.
There's some people that you... Okay, can I just get your name, age, and pronouns first?
Yeah, my name is Ray. I'm she, her, trans.
Ray, she, her, trans. Okay, but what was your age?
That wasn't an age. Yeah.
Oh, I'm 28.
Okay, 28. And you think there are some people that use self-ID that aren't actually trans?
To be clear,
yeah, so firstly, in prison, there's some news articles of people trying to get, like, parole. And I feel like we shouldn't count them. But also, I was talking in the Twitch chat. Oh, this is giving me anxiety. Basically, so I had this friend, like, I have, like, trans friends and stuff. And, like, this was, like, a dude with, like, a full beard and whatever. And then he's, like, identifying as she, her. He's, like, trying to befriend us all and stuff. And I don't know, it just
there are people who don't have the money to get, like, laser hair removal and shit, right?
Yeah, but you have, like, an 8-inch beard. It's like, I don't really take it seriously.
Is this a bit, or is this for real?
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is real. This feels a little fake.
This is not a bit.
Wait, so, wait. So what, like, can women not have beards?
Well, they can have beards, but it's like...
Okay.
Not if you're trans, though.
Like, so then, yeah, what would be the difference from, like, a trans woman with a beard and a cis woman with a beard?
Well, there's a huge difference if, like,
What's the
difference?
You have
to put some effort in.
What's the symmetry breaker? If a cis woman doesn't... Wait, if a cis woman doesn't have to put effort in, what is a trans woman?
It just feels disingenuous.
Why? You're not giving a why. You just keep saying it doesn't feel right, but you won't elaborate.
Okay, like, when you're talking about, like, schema and gender identity, doesn't it have to fall to, like, some kind of binary?
No.
No.
It would just fall to that person's understanding of what a female is and or what a woman is, whichever way you want to take it.
Yeah, but then subjectivity just becomes, like, it doesn't have, like, it has some, like, erroneous ground. It's like
what,
not backed
though?
by like...
You keep being vague. Elaborate. What's the erroneous ground?
Okay, like, if you say you're a woman right now, it's like, it feels kind of erroneous. But if you say it because you have, like, queer friends, I don't know.
I just asked you, why does it feel erroneous? And you just repeated, it feels erroneous. Why?
Well, because we have, like, binary standards of, like, how we understand stuff.
Where? Like, what specifically?
I don't know.
Because
like,
I would argue that we don't have binaries when it comes to what a man or a woman is. Because if we did, then none of us would say the bearded lady was a lady. We would say the bearded lady was a man because they don't fit the binary. But we don't call her the bearded man. We call her the bearded lady, right? There was a whole movie about this. This is me.
Yeah.
So I'm.
Do you have like I don't know. It's just like I had this issue with this one person in my life, and like it just feels like conflicting to me as like an actual trans person. Not like
it sounds like you don't know if they're actually trans though. It sounds like you have some internalized like transphobia and self-hate about your own insecurity about how valid you are, like you're projecting that onto other people.
I mean, I agree with that.
You're trans by self-ID too. Every single person's gender is determined by self-ID.
But also, why would you allow a interaction with one person change your entire worldview on something?
No, it doesn't. It just seems there's people like that.
There's people that pretend to be trans.
They're very rare.
There's white people that pretend to be black. That doesn't mean that I now look at all black people differently and now make a weirder category for black people, right? I don't change. I don't change what makes you black just because Rachel Dolezal shows up. But you do.
Sorry.
Because
No, just
because
like
some
I
people
just
might
feel like
pretend, you
there's
now go like, well, we can't use self ID, even though there is quite literally no other way to determine someone's identity except by them identifying themselves.
no, I didn't say we can't not use self ID.
Then what
Like,
you
I'm all
started the
for
call.
it.
You started the call by saying some people use self ID, and I don't think they're really trans. That was how you started the call. Just to remind you. So I'm guessing you don't mean that, and you're going to change that statement.
Sure.
Cool.
Okay.
Then trans women with beards are valid, and self ID is valid. Glad you agree.
I don't fully agree. I think there's some people who are just like using it, and like when
For
we
what
go on
purpose?
How do you
schema,
prove that? How do you prove what's really in someone's head? Because I don't have access to the content of someone's mind. So generally speaking, when they're declaring their gender, I just have to take their word for it. Of course, they could be lying. Like somebody could be lying about being gay when they say they're gay. But it seems like a really stupid thing to lie about, and there's no consequences to me accepting it. So I don't understand the problem.
well, the problem is that there's like insane people.
Why is that trans people's fault?
It's not.
But you're making it our fault because you're saying that, oh, some of us
No,
are not
I'm
real
not.
because there's insane people.
I'm making
Yes,
it
you
that
are.
specific person.
You literally said a trans person you met with a beard was like a bad look or wasn't really trans or you didn't buy it or whatever.
It's like a dude who plays basketball. It's like I don't take it seriously.
Why should anyone care what you take seriously?
Huh? I don't even understand that one.
No, he's not. Like the gender identity was like just completely like a social phenomenon for this person.
How do you know that you're trans?
Well, I don't know. I can't really explain it.
So it's just like an innate feeling that you have in like inside?
I mean, I just wanted hormones, like.
How did you know
and
you
then,
wanted
like,
hormones?
Well, because testosterone ruined my body, but I feel like if I didn't have any of that, and I was like a dude with a beard, I don't know if I'd be aligning with like.
This is so weird.
Aligning with what? You've already agreed with me that women can have beards. So what would be the issue?
This person is 28. Okay, I'm getting roasted. Have a good day.
I mean, okay, sure.
The person with a beard isn't the reason you're losing rights, Ray. You're listening, I'm sure, because you said you were in the chat. I know you hung up. The person with a beard is not the reason you're losing rights. It's the conservatives. It's the far right. You have more in common with the most hulking, bearded, hairy trans woman than you ever will with the people you're trying to appeal to. So grow up, let go of your own baggage, and learn to accept that you don't get to determine what makes other people valid.
Also, like, if you come in like a marshmallow, you're going to get roasted. I don't know what to say. Like, like, bro. Like,
I'm stealing that. I have to write that down.
Like, what the fuck?